kickoff.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is LayJohn Bell. And, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Darnold down to throw. A screen to Bell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. As the first. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
At the 31-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rivers. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Touchdown, Jack Doyle. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jets nothing. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Down by Anthony Walker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
The Jets first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub 4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage helped their spot and stacked him up.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25.
Darius Leonard on
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Jets.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He was taken.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here.
It's third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Darnold. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. But officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quinnen Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll run the screen with Mack. Room past the 20. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Jets nothing. Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold able to connect to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's got this one completed to Mims. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, It's Mack. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
25, Marlon Mack.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Brings up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Darnold. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Darnold. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Third down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. The 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Second and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal. He's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Check 26, check 26. Switch. Round. Check 24, watch 24.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Darnold now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Jets.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Colts, 38.
2nd down and 8. Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
Of 16 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
You got nothing. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Coming.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's an end around with Perriman, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it second and 14. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A 3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Darnold from the gun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run once more with Taylor. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
so they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run, and now 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Colts 40, Jets 9. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. 3rd down here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Darnold to Mims, 1st down Jets.
1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
There he goes right side. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Indy. 63 yards on the ground. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll try and run Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
Brings up fourth and goal.
Yeah, baby.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt.
Field goal of 27-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Sets to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
And
big time.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
I'm going back to you.
On first and 10, Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rivers on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
180, 390, 54 Mike. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
And they take a knee.
Rivers on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.